For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Outstanding job of our national anthem by Columbus North Senior Reed Morley. Ladies and gentlemen, the Census Suburban League Sportsmanship Policy states cheer for your team, not against theirs.
Glenbrook North Spartans out of the CSL North and the Maine South Hawks out of the CSL South. I'm Jake Sorkin alongside my partner Brendan Nye. Brendan, what can we expect from Glenbrook North this evening?
Thank you, and hello, Jake. The Spartans are very strong on defense. In the first 6 games, they have only yielded 2 goals against. Their goalie, Daniel Spencer, is very vocal while playing and controls the back line very well. The offensive side of the ball has been clicking as well, led by Sahil Modi and Dang Dang Kerr. The Spartans are scoring a lot of goals early in the year. Glenbrook North has played very well so far, only losing once to a very strong Lions team and tying a skilled Libertyville team. This game will be a test before the Spartans play the Trevians of New Trier in a highly anticipated rivalry game on the 9th of September. This should be a tight defensive game if both teams play up to their defensive potential. Let's hear about the Maine South Hawks, Jake.
Kelly High School and Jacksonville High School this past week. This game, even though it is a crossover game in the is 8 less than the Spartans. So if they were to win this game, they could slide up in a hurry going into conference. Hawks.
That looks to be a goal kick because Marquez got shoved. He's a bit small for the varsity level, and you can see it there. The strong defenseman pushed him off the ball, and it's a goal kick.
Maine South's carrying the ball up really good, but there's the brick wall. Evan Goldberg. Spartans will get the throw in here. Nice toss to Dang Dang. Back on the Spartans side, goes back to goalkeeper Daniel Spencer. Really nice defense by the Spartans there, forcing the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, so far, the Glenbrook North midfielder, Sahil Modi, has been all over the field, taking the ball away and controlling the pace of the game here.
Max Marquez down there as a forward, as a striker. A lot think that he would not be good at the varsity level because he's small compared to a lot of the defenders he goes up against. What do you think is good about his height?
Well, I think being small myself, you could see that he needs to have a lot of speed and agility to get by the defenders, and he has a lot of skill on the ball, so that benefits him tremendously, and I think it overcomes his size.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Many of his teammates say he's one of the best players out there.
Yeah, very surprising, but
especially as a junior, since it's a very senior-heavy team this year.
Hey, it's not the height; it's the heart.
Right. Nice defense by Ben Gordon over there. Forcing the kick, and there's Evan Goldberg with a kick out of bounds. Maine South throwing.
It's very surprising that on this team there's a couple of good juniors, but most of the starters are seniors, and you got one sophomore in George Luke. But it's a very senior-dominant team, as you said, and only 2 juniors start on a day-to-day basis.
A great play by Daniel Spencer there. It got a little bit mixed up by the defenders, and Maine South had a nice corner kick.
There's Marquez using his speed there. See if they can get the ball to him on the side.
Kicking play against number 3.
It's going to be a Maine South free kick. Around the 40, 10 yards off the midfield line. Nice far kick, but Spencer's able to run out there and use his aggression to get that ball.
That was a good play to intercept the ball before the Maine South Hawks could get to there and own the crease there.
Max Marquez bringing up the ball again. Got a little bit mixed up with the Maine South defenders there. I think he might have forced that pass.
As you can see earlier, this game is very equal in time of possession with 6 minutes into the game. And a little bit of note, Maine South lost to Libertyville 3-1 early in the year, and Glenbrook North tied them. So this is a very equal matched game, and a lot say that this could be the factor that turns the team up and down.
And a high kick there by Sam Aronson. It was a nice corner kick, but it went a little bit too high there. There's Dang Dang kicking the ball up. Maine South defender heads it out. Be a throw in for the Spartans again.
Glenbrook North starting to take over as they are, ever since Dana Spencer made that play in the crease to intercept it, they've gotten the majority of the chances here.
Good save by the Maine South goalkeeper as Dang Dang tried to fit one into the right post.
Yep, it looks like we have an injured player here on the Maine South Hawks.
Yeah, I saw him get a little, maybe a foot or a ball to the thigh there.
Thighs. Looks to be all right though as the play continues.
Big challenge by Sam Aronson.
That was a good challenge by Sam Aronson, but that was a great header by the Maine South midfielder number 15, Michael Bau.
A little bit of tic-tac-toe passing by the Spartans in their defensive end.
You know, the Spartans are really controlling the game here, but over these last few runs, they've really kicked the ball away to the Maine South Hawks and given them opportunities to challenge their defensemen, who are very strong this year, led by number 21, Evan Goldberg.
Yeah. Oh, a nice pass to Max Marquez. He's got two defenders on him. Oh, they're calling offsides, I believe. Sometimes that is a problem with Max being a very small player. He's able to get past everyone so fast that it does end up that he is offsides sometimes even multiple times each game. So from D there. A nice kick.
There was a little confusion by Maine South. They thought the ball went out of bounds, but it didn't. They kept playing, and now GBN has possession.
Yeah, I think the left back for Maine South hit Ben Gordon with the kick, and then it could have went out of bounds, but I think I saw it stay in.
Yeah, I think the ref did too.
Good call by the ref there.
Ooh, Max Marquez. There's the height difficulty as he loses a header to the tall Maine South defenseman, and you can't get a good scoring opportunity as they head the ball to the goalie for Maine South, Joseph Gable.
You see that GBN's just trying to get the ball down the field, but also are using really short touch passes, just one-touch passes, trying to get the ball down. And you can see it's kind of confusing Maine South here. But also, we've seen some mistakes, like Max Marquez's one-touch just a little bit ago.
There's Daniel Spencer taking the lead of the back line, and is, again, a very vocal leader for that defense and a very talented goalkeeper for Nick Wachaleski to look up to as he continues his path to being a GBN starter.
Oh, there's Max Marquez again. Some good quick passing. There's Dang Dang with the ball. Hopefully the ball will stay in, and it looks like it's off the Maine South defender. And it will be a corner for the Spartans. Kick near the close post. The Maine South's able to get that out of there. There's Ben Gordon. Oh, a little bit of a whiff, but it's okay. He's hustling back. Sam Harrison stepping up, but it seems to stranded him. Oh, wow, great play. And thankfully, Sam Harrison's able to get in front of that ball and deflect it out of bounds. Daniel Spencer was in some pretty good positioning, but you never know with the varsity level kicks.
Yeah, they're much more talented than the JV, obviously, and you never know how they're going to finish the goals.
Some juggling by the Maine South midfielders going on right now.
It looks like they're starting to get the momentum back on their side as they put a nice through ball in there.
Yeah, they've had plenty of opportunities these past 5 minutes. Ooh, and Daniel Spencer kind of a little close there. Didn't really get a dive from him, but.
Yeah, there it is again. The GBN defenders kind of let up there and didn't think the ball was going to go to anyone. They left the guy wide open at the 6-yard box. They're lucky he did not score there.
Yeah, should be very thankful that he kind of miskicked that one. Probably hit the toe of his foot.
The toe bash.
Yep.
Classic 6th grade move. Shout out to Mr. Graham, my 6th grade soccer coach.
Nice hustle there by Evan Goldberg.
That was a very strong play, a very dedicated play to get there and kick the ball out of bounds that hard. I don't think that was needed.
Got a throw in for Maine South. Sam Harrison uses his speed, but kind of trips himself up over there. Daniel Spencer's got the ball though, so we're in good hands.
That was a nice header by the Maine South defender to get the ball up and to keep the pressure on Glenbrook North Spartans as they kick it out of bounds.
Ben Gordon, number 8, right back for the Glenbrook North Spartans, is known for his powerful and high kicks. You'll see him a lot chasing others after through balls, and his speed really helps out the Spartans' defense.
Yeah, he is definitely a factor on the back line that keeps them so strong, as he might not be the biggest player on the field, just like Max, but his speed and his aggressiveness to play the ball hard is very crucial for this defense.
Oh, there's Dang Dang wide open. Maine South's able to get him. Spartan offense looking a little bit tired here. They've had whoa. There's a little push from behind from number 19 there.
And that's a yellow card for number 19, Alessandro Coracina. Coracina pushed Mason Rose very hard in the back, and that definitely deserved a card there. That could have even deserved a red card for the Maine South Hawks. That was a dirty play.
Hopefully Mason Rose will be able to get up from this.
And you
He's
see
a key player and a leader on this football team.
And you see the co-captain, Evan Goldberg, talking to the ref, maybe challenging his plea that should have been a red card instead of just a yellow. Still down as the trainer has come out to check on him. He doesn't look to be getting up anytime soon as he looks pained. Maybe just a little turf burn, maybe a little bit more.
25:54 left in the first half here, still 0-0. Brennan, who do you think in the time we've played so far has put on more of an offensive effort?
Well, I think to start the game, Glenbrook North kind of controlled the offensive pace. But as the game has gone on, Maine South has gotten their opportunities. They have one A-plus chance that they should have scored out with no one in front of them. So Maine South kind of taken over. Maybe this yellow card will get the Glenbrook North Spartans rejuvenated as one of their players has gotten hurt. They want revenge on the Hawks, and maybe they'll try to capitalize on a few more scoring chances. What about you, Jake?
Well, especially having their senior captain down, I think that is definitely going to motivate them. We might see a new player come in for him. I think I see someone warming up on the sideline right there.
Yeah, I do too. It's number 24, Conrad Kuleza. As I think he is definitely going to be coming in because Mason Rose has not been recovered yet, and
he's another sophomore on the varsity team.
Yeah, that's a big help. As in a couple of years, they're going to be a very talented team. As I know their JV team is doing quite well right now, but they took a tough defeat today, 2-0 to the Maine South Hawks.
Yeah, I've heard that the JV level for the Spartans soccer teams are usually kind of mixed up between the players who really want to play the varsity level and the ones who are kind of want to play recreationally more so. And so there's a lot of versatility on that JV team. So I think they still need to figure things out. And sooner or later they'll know their place on the team and the role they have to play. So I think that the future is good for the Spartans.
Especially next year. I mean, they're a very senior-held group, but their bench, when you talk about their bench, they're a lot of juniors like Sam Sullivan, let's see here, Nate Aronson, David Schuler, Ben Gordon, another guy who's going to start, Josh Lee, very talented defenseman, and you got a sophomore goalie, as I mentioned earlier, Nick Washulewski. He's supposed to be the real deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of goalie competition this year. On the JV level and the varsity level, Jack McDonough on the JV level with Ronan Kerrigan.
Oh, that is a competition to look out for.
And then next year with Daniel Spencer and
Mitchell Wilson, right, both seniors moving on. Will Ronan and Jack McDonough still play at the varsity level? Because Nick Washulewski is an exceptionally great goalie, and he's only a sophomore. Yeah, I don't know. That's good. That's going to be the real question they have to check. Will they send a senior down to JV to play, or will they keep 3 on the varsity and have 1 never play? That's the question that they have to answer in a matter of less than a year.
Yeah, because if you want your sophomore goalie to get more reps, it might be smarter to put him on the JV level. I know last year, Nick Washulewski, the freshman, he was a freshman and he played on the sophomore team. And he was their starting goalie with Ronan and Jack both on that same team. So it will be interesting to see how the following years will be.
And you can see Jared Cooper there. This is a great atmosphere on. Mason Rose is still down. But this atmosphere, lots of fans. Yeah. It's a youth night here at William Lutz Stadium, so hello, we're back, and the ambulance has just arrived from Mason Rose as they are bringing a stretcher for him to be taken to the hospital.
Yeah, still not much movement from him. I'm very concerned. How about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I am quite scared for him and hope all the best. Yeah, very big crowd tonight.
A lot of parents, family, friends. The varsity Palmers down there on the track. And we got the youth night. Spartans just trying to keep warm.
Yeah, their own player broke his leg, but they decided to play soccer. Oh, just a report from Mr. Michael Saboni. It is his collarbone and shoulder area, not his leg. Yeah, that is better than a leg, no doubt. And they are riding on a golf cart with a stretcher to come fix the Mason Rose. Not fix. Pick him up and take him to the hospital to get fixed.
Yep.
And here they come now. Here comes the golf cart, as our film guy Nico Jung is currently filming.
Got the paramedic team out here, so that's good. You always like to see some fast responses from our local paramedics.
Yeah, this is a tough time for the Spartans as they've lost one of their key. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to bring in their sophomore defenseman.
Yeah, he's still warming up right now. There he is with Ben Gordon and Max Marquez. Playing a little bit of one-touch passes. There he is in the right corner. back to play some football.
As they take Mason Rose on a stretcher into the ambulance, and they take him to the hospital. But now the Spartans just got to get back to playing soccer. They can't worry about Mason Rose being hurt. They have to focus on winning the soccer game here.
Spartans are ready to play, and so are the Maine South Hawks. Hopefully we don't see too physical of play after that. Some of the Spartans may be a little bit rattled about that late hit. See if number 19 is still on the field. I don't believe he is. Evan Goldberg, a little fancy feet there. Spartans are really pushing their offense right now. Max Marquez. Oh, there we go. Oh, Max Marquez hits the post with the shot.
What a challenge by the Spartans offense there as they bring the ball all the way up the field. Great through ball to Max Marquez, but can't finish. He hits the pipe. There it is again, his great skill with the ball. His footwork with the ball is unbelievable, and you could see it there as he stopped on a dime and got past the defender.
Yeah. There's Ben Gordon with the nice kick out. Spartans with control around the midfield line. Sam Harrison keeping the ball in play. There's a sophomore, Conrad, number 24, replacing Mason Rose.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Spartans, as now they have an inexperienced sophomore. I'm not ripping him at all, but Mason clearly better, and they're going to miss him a lot.
There's a whistle there. It's still Spartans' ball. It's a free kick. Over at the 45.
That was a good try by Robbie Frazier to get the ball to Max Marquez on the wing.
Yeah, and good hustle by Max as well.
But could not get there.
Max Marquez kind of challenging that ball, but now Dang Dang's got it. Cool shot. Goalkeeper falls to the ground after handling the ball.
Good shot by Matt Mesker there to try to challenge the goalie and get a rebound.
Yeah, every shot counts, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
Put the ball on the goal and you never know what's going to happen. You don't get
shots on
You don't get enough shots in soccer, so you got to shoot when you can.
there. Very true. Ben Gordon with the ball. Passes to Conrad. Sam Aronson with the nice kick to the 50. Maine South free kick. Setting up for the kick. Nice challenge. by Nate Aronson. Number 21, kicking the ball out of the play.
Good play by Evan Goldberg to clear the ball. But now the Maine South Hawks are attacking more and more now. Oh!
And it hits off the back pipe off of a chip shot, and Daniel Spencer is not able to get to it.
That was a quirky play as it happened all of a sudden. There's a throw in across and a nice looping pop-up that eluded Daniel Spencer, hit the post and went in.
Yeah, like we said, every shot could go in. You know, the nets are big, the balls are relatively small, and you got 6-foot goalkeeper. So it's hard to stop those strange kicks.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate mistake and an unfortunate goal to give up, but it happens and you got to move on.
Oh, push from behind by number 7 around midfield. Will be a free kick for the Spartans. Nice challenge by Evan Goldberg. He's got 2 guys with that move. And Metzger showing a little bit of physicality, a little more than we saw before, maybe because of the Mason Rose incident.
Maybe he wants some payback.
Max Marquez coming all the way from the forward position to get that ball. They're giving a little push, as you could see it. I think Maine South is kind of getting the idea that physicality is going to win the game. What do you think?
Absolutely. And that's a benefit. Soccer is the physicality that you can play with, but you can't play with too much physicality. Because once you cross the edge, a call is going to be made.
Right. Got about 20 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 game. Hawks scored on that posted in shot. Pretty unfortunate for Daniel Spencer and the Spartans, but as you can see, they're fighting back here. Oh, a little push in the box, but nothing from the ref, so they'll continue play. Hawks will get a free clear for the goalie to punt the ball. Beautiful kick right there, but it's off the crossbar. Wow, that was a, I think, 18, 25-yard shot, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that was a good turnaround shot, but Matt Metzger got his full leg into that one. But too bad it hit the crossbar.
And I don't think the goalie predicted that one.
No.
How about you?
I don't think so. I don't think he expected the pace of that one to be as hard as it was. And the Spartans have just gone off sides.
Throw in for the Spartans. Sam Aronson to Dang Dang. Nice challenge by Evan Goldberg. Brent, is there anything that the Spartans' offense can improve on? Maybe their passes or maybe just their team play?
Yeah, I think they've gotten a little sloppy ever since the first couple minutes, and I think that they could start gelling together a bit more and making a few more through balls for Max Marquez to use his speed on.
Yeah,
how about you?
We've definitely seen a shift in offensive possession from before the injury and after. Definitely more physicality too. I think that Maine South altogether, though, has realized that they got to try a little bit harder if they want to win the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to come, and Spartans are clearly more skilled than Maine South, but it's going to come down to who wants this game more and how far each team will go to win this cross-conference game.
Looks like they're playing the game headers out there as both teams are getting involved with the soccer ball.
The soccer ball with the old noggin.
Good through ball, but the pass. Now, last time there was a throw-in at approximately this spot on the other side, there was a goal. What do you think the Spartans need?
As Brandon Mankoff is checked in for number 17, George Luke. Mankoff is number 5.
A little bit of good footwork there. Daniel Spencer, I don't know if that was exactly going to go in, but you might as well stop it. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, it was that deflected off of a Spartan.
Yeah, it was a good play because I think it did deflect to a Spartan. It was going to be a corner kick. Going back to the substitution, Brandon Mankoff brings a lot of speed and agility, and is a different player than George Luke, as George Luke controls the ball more, but Mank is very fast and agile. He can make guys miss very easily.
Throw in Maine South. Good bouncer. And a lot of speed from the Maine South offense. We've seen that all night. But it has not competed with Ben Gordon, Mason Rose earlier in the game, and Sam Aronson. Right? They're all speedy guys, so it's been a lot of competition when the Spartans are defending.
This is a good possession by the Spartans, as they're really controlling the ball and making the Maine South defensemen work. Maybe they'll get a good chance for Max Marquez here.
The Maine South defense got a little poke at the ball, and that was just enough to get it out of their half of the field. Evan Goldberg hustling for it. Maybe he'll be able to clear it without getting it out of bounds. And it's off Max Marquez, throwing for the South Hawks. A lot of speed from Sahil. Max Marquez kind of playing the agility game here, not so much the speed. He's probably tired. Another push from behind, but the ref seems to think it was just enough legal.
Yeah, I think that might have been a bit of a flop by Robbie Frazier there, and I think that was a good no call.
Yeah.
Columbia North seems to be wanting to get these calls, but they cannot exaggerate them too much, or else the ref will start letting the physical play go a little bit farther. So
yeah,
they have to continue playing soccer in the way they can.
I think that after the Mason Rose incident, that maybe they thought that they could get a little more, a couple more calls in their favor because of the physicality that Maine South is bringing. I know that a lot of teams do that with other sports too. If there are early penalties, they tend to maybe flop or just exaggerate more. There's Dang Dang. Got Sahil open on the right side. Max Marquez with the ball now. A nice little
play.
move. He's got 2 defenders on him now.
But there you see again, I mean, he gets by one defender, but another defender can step up and take the ball away from him. And he can't take the ball away from the defender, as he is just a small man in a large man's game.
12 minutes left to play. Sam Aronson with the ball at half. Gets a nice pass to Sahil. Max Marquez open on the right. They'll give a nice pass at the midfield line. Ding Dang able to poke the ball while doing splits. It's a new talent.
You gotta be flexible to play soccer. You gotta be well stretched out as it's a long game. Can't cramp up like yeah.
Yeah. There's Conrad coming up from defense. Ding Ding not able to get a very good touch on that one. Evan Goldberg with a kick that will go out of bounds for Maine South Hawks throw-in. A little bit past the box. Sam Aronson's been able to challenge the throw-ins quite well. But what do you think that the defense can do a little bit better in terms of fast breaks?
Well, I mean, they're really pushing the offensive side of the ball here. It's only the first half, so I think they can start maybe playing more defense as they're giving Maine South some good opportunities and some good looks to successfully capitalize on his finish.
Max Marquez is subbed out here, probably because of his exhaustion. Get really fatigued playing forward at his height. And Sam Haight comes in for him, number 7 there. Fresh legs, fresh senior legs.
Oh no.
Evan Goldberg tries to attack, and it's offsides. Maybe it was good that he did a little stumble there, and
yeah, that was a good read by Goldberg as he let the forward look for the pass. He's about to pass, and then Evan Goldberg just stepped up and did not allow for that play to work as it was offsides. It was a well-read play by Evan Goldberg, and that's why he is a leader and a good player on this team.
Yeah, 100%, but I wonder what happened with the Spartan defense there. I mean, it was definitely a quick order of events, but your defense can't just collapse like that. And they're in the box now. A couple deflections, but Maine South's goalkeeper is able to get the ball easily, and Spartans clear out.
Under 10 minutes left to play in the half. Jake, who do you think has owned this half, other than the scoreboard?
Well, if we're not basing this on the score, I think that the Spartans own this half. Altogether, I think they're playing with a little bit more physicality. They're definitely also trying to draw penalties, as we saw a couple flops just a little while ago. But I think from an offensive standpoint and a defensive clearing standpoint, the Spartans have definitely controlled this game. They've been all over the place. And I just think Maine South has been struggling on offense, especially with the fast break opportunity they had. They, even if he was offsides or not, they messed that opportunity up, and that's big. What about you?
Absolutely, but as Evan Goldberg has just pulled up with a groin injury, I think he's going to stay in the game, but he seems to be limping, and that could change the momentum too, as this could play a huge factor in the game.
Another penalty here. Just talking about the physical play from the Spartans, and that was a great example, wasn't it?
Yeah, Matt Metzger really pushing the tempo and causing the guy to get hurt and take him out of the game. That's how you do it.
It'll happen every once in a while. You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Right?
Soccer. A lot of people don't think it is a physical game, but if you really play like you mean it, that could get very physical and very mean.
Been many brutal injuries that you can't get in hockey, you can't get in lacrosse, you can't get in football. Well, you can get in soccer.
Exactly.
Wear your shin guards, kids. Maine South with the ball in the box. Everyone's clearing out for the goal kick. 7:35 left. Let's see if the Spartans can get a nice counterattack on the Maine South Hawks. Here's Sam Haight with a good challenge. Ball's in the air. Conrad with a header. Sam Aronson with the pass in midfield, but Maine South's able to intercept that one. He's got a good header opportunity, but it goes just wide and maybe hit the wrong part of his head. What do you think happened there, Brendan?
I think it was a little too high of a cross and kind of skidded his head, but it was a good play and good overall attempt to score a goal.
Yeah, I don't think the Spartans were ready for that attack. Like I said, their attacks are fast, but short.
Absolutely.
Throw in for the Spartans here. Conrad picks up the ball. Ball's kind of just floating around. Loud airplane going above us. Ball's in the air, a couple headers. Sahil getting physical, a little bit of a bicycle kick. It's a nice kick. Ball's kind of all over the place. Spartans end up with it.
But now they're starting to really get into the aggression factor, and once they get pushed, they start to fall down. They need to start playing soccer like it's meant to be played. Just play it normally. They're down 1-0. They can't take themselves out of position, and they got to start playing the game.
Unless you're the Chicago Bears, you're not going to win a game from penalties.
Exactly.
Good attack by Evan Goldberg. It's going to be another foot race. Goldberg's definitely the faster one out of the two. Daniel Spencer kind of puts a kick on the ground, a little bit risky. You never know who's going to come out on the field and just attack that ball. And since he's out of net, could end up badly. Another attack by Maine South, but where was that ball going?
I don't know. They tried to find someone through the through ball. I think he just kicked it, to be honest. I think he got a little scared, a little timid. And
yeah, I mean, he had so much time to think, though. Definitely messed that one up.
As we're under 4 minutes left, Jake, what do you think the Spartans have to do at halftime to adjust to the Maine South Hawks lead?
Well, starting at halftime, I think Coach Vignoki has to give them a nice chat. You know, they got Mason Rose in the hospital right now. Maybe give him a little prayer. Heighten the hopes of winning this game. See the future, Believe that you're going to win this game. Everyone needs to know their role and do their role. And everyone needs to visualize a victory and visualize a goal and visualize a defensive stop. And it's got to, right after halftime, just got to see that happen and do what they're told and do what they visualized.
Exactly. That's what I believe, too. I think he's got to, exactly what you said, tell them how they're supposed to beat the defense and maybe push the ball a little bit farther. I know they have relaxed the offensive side of the ball, but they have to start pushing it and start contributing. Everyone has to start contributing on the offensive side. They can't just be Dang and Sahil. They got to start pitching in and getting some good opportunities.
Yeah, I think Vignoki's got to address the fact that their passing has been, I think a little bit below 40% here. As you can see, they just missed another one, and they're kind of forcing it.
Absolutely, they're forcing the issue, and that's not the way to score a goal in soccer. You got to take what they give you and really possess the ball.
So do you think they need fresh legs come halftime?
Well,
do you think they should put in the guys who've been kind of experiencing how Maine South has been playing?
Yeah, I believe that, because halftime's a way to rejuvenate and refuel, and that's how they're gonna be better, is if they put in the more experienced guys, the guys who have already started playing and witnessed how each defender has played them differently. So that'll be more beneficiary if they do that.
I completely agree. I think maybe the Hawks will switch up their starting lineup, but you know, keeping the legs in that have been running and kicking the ball already for a while, a good 40 minutes. They should keep them in there, you know. Sato, fancy footwork. Oh,
And there it is again.
I don't think that was necessarily a flop.
No, I don't think that was. I think that was an actual foul, and he has just got received the yellow card for that, and I think that is well deserved.
Spartans kicked the ball a little bit early. They'll have to set it back up. With just 1:24 left, this could be one of the last attacks for the Spartans.
Yeah, they're really going to have to push if they want to tie this game up before halftime and go into the halftime happy.
What would change their second half approach if they get a goal right now?
Well, I think they'd go back to a more conservative style, and that was a close play by Dane Dane. They almost got a goal. But they'll go back to their original game plan and try to put Max Marquez on the wing and try to get opportunities there. But one goal does not win it, so they have to score another goal in the second half, and maybe even two, to win this very important game.
You gotta imagine that it's a 0-0 game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole new ball game if they tie it, but I think they're going to go down. I think they're going to go into halftime down 1-0, and they're going to have to find a way to score against this goalie. He's looking pretty strong through the first half, and they're going to have to try to find a way.
It's definitely a conservative goalie, and that's what a team wants. You see him, even if the ball is already in his hands, he still falls to the ground. You know, you never know if an attacker is going to come from your left or your right, your blind spot. It's all over the place.
Exactly. And there's under 10 seconds left, so that'll finish the first half. Jake, what do you believe that the outcome of the game is going to be?
I think that the Spartans are going to have a great halftime talk, get their legs refreshed, have a nice cup of coffee, and get back in there with some energy and some purpose to win.
Yeah, and we will do the same. We will be right back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the halftime. And we're back here at William Lett Stadium
And we're back.
for the second half of a 1-0 game between Maine South and Glenbrook North. And we have started 2 minutes early, so sorry for you who have not joined us yet. I know you can't hear me.
Getting a little bit cold here tonight. It's actually 59 degrees Fahrenheit here in Northbrook. Might get down to 51. Free kick for Maine South here. So Brennan, we talked about what the Spartans might discuss over the half. What do you think Maine South talked about over the half?
Well, I think they said that they have played a spectacular first half as they hold a 1-0 lead, and they just need to continue playing and continue playing. They can't play conservative. If they play conservative, they'll really get on their heels, and the Spartans will start attacking, and that's when the Spartans will capitalize.
Right.
So they have to continue to play aggressive and be upbeat.
Gordon hitting up Dang. There's Mankoff still in there. Looks like George Luke's not out to start the second half. Marquez able to get there. Nate Aronson's in the game now.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that Nate Aronson and his brother Sam get to play on the back line together for one final year of soccer.
Number 4, Sam Aronson. Number 20, Nate. Nate's a junior. Sam is a senior. Very hardworking and very skilled soccer players playing at the varsity level. Makes it easy for the parents. Max Marquez using his speed. The goalie's coming out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. Great hustle by Max Marquez. I think if Max keeps that up and that happens more often, this goalkeeper may get tired out or have a little bit of a brain fart. Far kick.
That goalie has a leg.
Yeah, this guy's got a leg.
He should definitely consider punting for the Maine South football team,
Yeah,
even though they probably
try out
have a very
football.
talented puncher.
Maybe even kicking field goals. You never know.
Yeah, at least try it. I know a lot of soccer players who have converted to field goal kicking or punting.
Yeah, I can barely even kick a football, so should not be doing that.
Could not imagine kicking field goals from 50 yards. That would just not happen.
Nope. Oh, he's got set up to shoot that time. There's Max Marquez. Got a defender on him, trying to use his speed. Physicality not there. There's a call in the box, but it's against the Spartans, so Maine South with the kick. Brennan, you played soccer. How tired do you get when you're on the field as a starter for just 40 minutes alone?
Well, back in U10 days, you got pretty tired, even though you subbed a lot. So, I mean, you can definitely get very tired, but there's not a lot of walking around either. So, playing soccer, lots of jogging, but sometimes standing still, it can benefit you for a short period of time to rest. But soccer is very tiring, and you need a lot of endurance to play it. It's definitely, especially at a high level.
Yeah. Ben Gordon with a good stop over to Nate Aronson to Mankoff. Back to Nate Aronson. Good passing. And Ding Ding kind of going the other way as Nate kicks it in one direction. Goalkeeper kind of messing with Ding Ding there.
Yeah, he's winning, so he can do that, I guess. Very.
It's a yellow on Dang, I believe. Maybe for going into the box.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and now he's getting subbed out for the sophomore, I believe, Joey Martins? Yes, Joey Martins, that is.
That is him, number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
The sophomore, another young guy that can really benefit from this experience at the varsity level at such a young age.
Yeah, he's obviously great and has skill if he's taking out Dang. You're down 1 with only
absolutely.
half an hour to go. Crazy how skilled these soccer players are. Good kick by Sam Haight. Sam's actually playing defense now. I believe he was maybe midfield earlier.
Yeah, he's a versatile boy. That's all you need on a soccer team is a guy who can play many positions. And if you play many positions, then that leads to you playing a lot more.
Goalkeeper can't really get his hands around that ball as Mankoff kind of lets off a weak kick. But it'll be a corner for the Spartans. Sets up a great opportunity on this corner. Nate Aronson going in a little bit. Ready to kick. Forever and always. Oh, there's Nate Aronson charging towards the ball. A great shot, but it's just over the crossbar. Nate Aronson with a cannon. How could that benefit the Spartans?
Well, I mean, just like that. Corner kick, a good save by the goalie, but all you need is support by your defenseman, and he did that, but he just couldn't score. It's unfortunate for the Spartans as they had 3 unbelievable chances to score there, and they just could not capitalize. And that's how you lose a close game like this one.
Yeah,
you got to score.
A goal will definitely benefit them early rather than later, especially if they're trying to win instead of tie in the late minutes of the game. Oh, there's a guy on the ground at midfield of Maine South. I didn't really see the hit, but it's number 13 right here, Glab. He's a midfielder and he's also a senior. This Maine South team has 1 sophomore on their team, and they're also very senior heavy. So what makes the Maine South team different from the Spartans besides the fact that they only have 1 sophomore on the team?
Well, the Maine South and Glenbrook North have a lot of seniors starting, but Glenbrook North also has a lot of juniors coming off the bench and a lot of inexperienced juniors coming off the bench who played JV last year. So that's the difference. There's a lot of experience on the Maine South varsity team, unlike the Glenbrook North team, who has a lot of new varsity players who have just risen up from JV.
Yeah.
And play resumes here with Maine South kicking.
Goes back to the goalie. Good hustle by Martins, number 2. You always got to challenge the goalie. Maybe he'll mess up. Ben Gordon with using his speed and his agility. Wow. Good move, but it'll be out of bounds. Kicked by Ben Gordon. Hawks throwing.
Looks like Dang Dang is going to check it back into the game at striker.
A little bit too hard of a touch by Martins there. But there's Sahil. Hopefully he could use his speed, maybe get Max Marquez on the wing. But we don't want him to be in too much pressure.
Oh, nice play by Robbie Frazier there, but he couldn't get the touch into play.
It's going to be a Maine South goal kick. Everyone's clearing out of the box.
As Dang Dang just checked back in for Martins. He just needed a little bit of a rest and back in the game.
Throw.
30 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. 8:41 Central Time. 58 degrees.
It's a brisk night.
Slight breeze.
Brisk September night. The perfect night for soccer. Not too hot and crisp.
A little bit of wind.
A little bit of wind.
A little bit of wind.
The lights are on. The playing surface is nice. A dangerous header by the Spartan defensive line. They're lucky it didn't go over the head of Daniel Spencer, the goalkeeper.
Spartan throw-in. A little behind the back kick by Dang Dang there. Sahil with the ball. Oh, nice move. Oh, and it hits the back of 2 Maine South defenders. Nate Ernson with the ball. That might be out of bounds. Spartan throw-in. Nate Ernson.
In other news, the Cubs have just lost to the Pirates 4-3. For all of you that did not know, they blew a 1-run lead in the 8th inning and could not score a run at the top of the 9th. They have just lost. Back to soccer. The Maine South kind of letting off the gas pedal a little bit, giving Spartans a chance, but they have just scored a goal.
And a goal.
Maine South has just capitalized on a mistake by the Spartan defense, a bad turnover by the defensive backs, and easy finish for the Maine South Hawks.
That is a
striker.
That's a junior varsity mistake right there.
Absolutely, that's all inexperience on the Spartans.
Can't let that happen at the varsity level, especially down by 1 and versing a very skillful team that can capitalize on your mistakes. That's a garbage goal, as they say in hockey.
Well, let's see if Sahil can answer that. He's really played well today. He's really controlled the ball, but he's gotta create some opportunities for the offense, and they've got to score 3 goals now to win. Very hard feat to do within a soccer game.
They got 28 minutes to do that. Plenty of time. We'll be here every second of the way with you guys. Oh, Nice kick by Dang Dang, but the goalie read that one. Maybe if Dang Dang looked for a post or a corner
Yeah,
to get instead of maybe right in the middle crossbar, that's kind of a suspectable spot.
absolutely kind of put that one right in the bread basket of the keeper. And a great corner kick leading to another one.
This
As
goalie is reading everything like a book.
Robbie Frazier, fantastic corner kicker. And they need to start capitalize on his great crosses, because he's had 2 or 3 in this game that they just have not finished on, but they've had the chances there. Let's see what Dang Dang should do on this corner. Once again, another great corner kick right into the box, but they can't finish. Oh my God.
This goalie is, like I said before, reading. You know, create something new. I mean, this goalie is on top of everything. And they're playing very physical now. Mankoff using his speed and Robbie using his physicality to try to tie that south midfielder up a little bit, trying to lose the ball. Brendan, why are the Spartans losing the game right now?
Well, they didn't finish. They've had tons of opportunities, and they just have not scored. They're dominating the possession. They're dominating the play. But Nico is just throwing the last bite of my hot dog. They cannot finish. They need to start putting the ball in the back of the net, or else they'll lose this game by a score of 2-0.
And the way they've been playing on defense, I think it could be more. You know, their silly mistakes have been truly silly.
Yep, they've been a number of mistakes, and 2 of them have gone in their net. They could be more, but Maine South has made the same amount of mistakes. The Maine South Hawks have indeed eaten up the Glenbrook North mistakes, and the Spartans have not capitalized on the Hawks' mistakes at all.
No, they haven't. Another far kick. This guy could be a punter too. I see a lot of potential in this kick.
Oh yeah, Maine South, they got a lot of strength in the legs. And a car alarm is going off. If you have a black Toyota, it is yours.
2006 Highlander.
2004 Dodge Charger.
Check out the GBN parking lot.
And another sub as the handoff of the penny has been dropped. George Luke to Brandon Mankoff. It's a fumble. Oh wait, wrong sport. As George Luke has checked into the game. I'm done being a funny guy. George Luke has checked into the game.
Max Marquez, as you can see, playing a little bit of defense. It's new to him, but he's got to be all over because he's a very versatile player, and the Spartans could really use his versatility right about now.
Yep, they need to have him play a bit more offense. Jake, let me tell you, if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, you're gonna lose most games, because in soccer, in high school soccer, there's limited games that end up 0-0. So your offense needs to be strong, and it needs to be as strong, if not stronger, than defense, because that's what's going to win you a game, scoring a goal. And the Spartans have a lot of scoring, as they, in recent games, they have scored multiple goals. For example, they beat Palatine 5-0. They beat Foreman 8-0.
Wow.
And then these last 2 games, they lost to Lions 2-1, and they've tied Liberty 0-0. So their scoring is kind of halted, and especially in this game, they are losing. They have lost their scoring touch, and they need to start finishing on their opportunities going into New Trier next week.
Yeah, New Trier got the semifinals last year against Evanston, then lost, but just like the Spartans, they could be a new team. You know, we could see a lot of differences from the 2016 Nutria Trevian soccer varsity team and the Glenbrook North team.
Back to the action. Max Marquez, a great challenge on the Maine South forward. Jake, I don't even mean to take away from your play-by-play, but we have to get back to soccer.
By all means.
Sub.
Another sub.
Maine South has subbed in their right back.
21 throws in.
Number 5, Brennan Raunen, comes in.
Sam Aronson using his speed and his non-dominant foot to get that ball out of play. We've seen that a lot from our GBN left and right backs.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's bad that we've seen it this many times.
I mean, as a varsity player, you have to be able to use both feet. If you can't use both feet, you're going to be on the JV team. You got to use both feet. You got to be able to kick the ball hard with both feet. And that is why we do not play soccer, because left foot, we will both fall over if we try to kick the ball.
Right.
It was a good play by Ben Gordon to knock the ball away from the Maine South opportunistic striker.
Max Marquez carrying the ball out, maybe looking for Dang. Yeah, a quick one there. Dang, right back to Max Marquez. Robbie is open in the middle. And the challenge, but it'll be a Spartan throw-in. Maybe we're seeing something develop here, Brennan. Nate Aronson
I mean,
with the throw-in.
The fans are getting rowdy. Maybe that's changing the momentum of the game. As you can hear, the GBN fans are going a little crazy that they haven't scored 60 minutes into this game. They need to start putting some money in the bank and start capitalizing, getting some more opportunities. These last 10 minutes after that great cross in the great corner, they have not gotten a lot of opportunities to score.
Yeah, now Max Marquez, the starter, comes out of the game, and Martins is in there now.
I like the move. I like the move a lot because you can see that we have 20 minutes left. Max probably goes out for 5, gets a little breather. Then he comes back in for Martins, and they finish the game strong with a rested Marquez with a lot of speed on that outside.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe Aronson or now George Luke come out a little bit later.
Ooh, nice play by Sam Erickson there to knock the ball away and get the ball in play to Martins. Nice play to Robbie Frazier.
Got a little bit tingled up, but he got in there. Now it's going to be a Spartan throw-in from Nate Aronson. A little under 20 minutes left in the game. 2-0 Maine South. Nice touch by number 19. Number 19 still in the game after giving Mason Rose that injury earlier.
I mean, yeah, you can't. I mean, it was a dirty play and probably should not have happened, but you can't really dwell on it. He got a yellow card, and he's one of their better players, so playing him in this game is very important. So you can't really take a guy out for injuring another player. He might feel bad, you might feel bad, but you got to win the game at hand. You can't focus on an injury.
Right. Well, I think that that's one of the things that the Spartans are focusing on, and that is reflecting on how they're playing right now.
Absolutely. I think a few of the guys are very close friends with Mason and are really thinking about him, not really thinking about the game at hand, and that could change the outcome.
Yeah, I think it's a completely different level of defense. Maybe it's because most of their center back talent is currently in the hospital.
Absolutely.
Or it's just because their team chemistry and one of their biggest leaders.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to find another niche, another another notch of play once they start playing without him, because he's going to be out for a while. They got to find another substitute and a way to get this team motivated to score a couple goals here and there.
Yeah, Maine South right now, they're at a 9, right? And the Spartans are at
What are we scaling here, Jake? Oh my God! Oh my God! Maine South had just hit the post. A great play, a great header, but it hit the post. Almost another goal is that you could see that Mason Road is being very missed right now, as Mason Rose and Evan Goldberg both on the bench, both quite hurt, and that really could change the season for the Spartans. As they are not going for the ball, they are not taking control of the game that they were earlier in the game with Mason Rose and Evan Goldberg in.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Spartans are at a 4 out of 10, right? South is at a 9. They're attacking, their defense is superb, they're getting chances. Spartans got to turn that dial 5 times, maybe even 6 times to the right. Get a couple goals, get that 10 out of 10, and they need to win this game. I think they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, tough injury, but you got to respond. They absolutely deserve to win this game. What's up, Saboni?
Nate Aronson, a great challenge. Ball has been on the Spartans' side of the field for a while now. I'd give it a good 4 minutes.
Yeah, the best defense is playing offense, and that's what Maine South is doing so far. They're shutting down this, but you don't need that with a 2-0 lead in soccer right now with 16 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. And the fans of Glenbrook North have really filed out. There was a loaded crowd to start the game. Practice tomorrow for the U10s. They're gonna have like 6 guys.
Kind
Nice.
of a careless feed, as I think he saw that he was a little bit faster. The
Yeah.
South guy was a little faster.
Absolutely, but you gotta start pushing with 15 minutes left. You can't just hold on to the ball. You gotta start putting the through balls in. You gotta start making plays that might win you the game. You can't just hope for the best. You gotta start pushing and taking risks. Because another goal on Maine South side, that probably seals it. But if you got a goal here as the Spartans, that changes the momentum. Everyone is looking at you to score another one. That kind of puts Maine South on their heels.
What do you think is more important at this point? Tougher defense or a more attacking and tougher offense?
For GBN,
Yes.
absolutely more attacking. Because defense, like I said just now, you give up a goal either way, it's over. But if you score, then you can get the momentum. The momentum shifts back to your side. You expect to score another goal, but right now, if you don't score, the game's over. But if you don't push, the game is in the hands of Maine South. And as you can see, they're really pushing. They only have 3 guys back beyond the 40-yard line, as Maine South is really playing defense, playing conservative defense, as the Spartans are really, really going at it right now with less than 15 minutes to go in the game here.
This guy's trying to waste time, and it's really making Dang mad. Hopefully he doesn't get a red card here, because that would not help the situation for the Spartans.
Nope, and a red card means he's suspended 1 more game, and that 1 more game is the Trevians. So you do not want to be suspended for that one, especially as the rivalry game, and Nutcher is quite talented.
There's Max Marquez.
Ooh, too big a touch there.
Yeah, too big of a touch.
Had him beat, but couldn't control the ball.
Too big of a touch. Five words, too big of a touch.
Yep. Hangman. Try it at home next time, kids. Try it at school tomorrow. Too big of a touch. 2 O's in 2.
Do it in your English class.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Shamrock. She taught me that one. Giving a lot of shout outs here.
Hey, it's one of those nights.
Yep.
Oh, he breaks his ankles. That's
His own ankles. And
There's
here,
Ding Ding.
the Spartans are pushing. Oh.
Oh, close one. Oh.
Even closer.
Even
But a good save by the
much
goalie.
closer. Wow. It's getting exciting. 12 minutes on the clock here in the game versus the Glenbrook North Spartans in the CSL North and the Maine South Hawks in the CSL South. 2-0 Southside. Good through ball, but Ding Ding's not fast. Oh, yeah, he is fast enough. Wow, Mankoff really going ham here. I think it's time that they really pick up the intensity, Brendan.
Maybe. I think they've already done it, but I think it's time that maybe they only play one guy back. I don't know. I've never really seen that, but maybe you go with one guy back and push everyone else forward, trying to get a goal.
I think I'm seeing the Spartans at about a 7 now.
Yep.
And Maine South definitely brought it down to about an 8. Oh,
Ooh.
another header. That's a close one.
This goalie is first start of the game, no doubt. This goalie is
yeah.
exceptional. Exceptional. The boots, the saves, all of it. It's just a high-class goalie.
Punter worthy.
Puncher worthy, and he could definitely run the fake.
Definitely could run the fake.
He's an athletic goalie.
Oh, yeah. And if there's a fumble, he could definitely cover that one up.
Oh yeah, he can make saves. He can recover fumbles. He can punt. He can kick, and he can probably throw.
All around. Throw in. Man, they really are picking it up.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time in throw-ins. They are not wasting any time trying to contribute to getting a goal. And you can see the anger in the way they're playing. You don't have to see their faces to see that they're pushing very hard.
Yeah, Marquez against a much taller defender here. Let's see what happens. That's fine, as long as they get these throw-ins.
There's 9 minutes left. They got to score 3 goals. 9 minutes. Do you think it's possible, Jake?
Yes. Anything is possible,
Why?
Brennan.
Why?
Anything is possible. The Spartans, like I said, went from a 4 to a 7. The Hawks are going down a little bit. They're tired from wearing out these Spartans on offense during the beginning of the second half. I think that these Spartans are in good hands.
And the field goal is good.
Jinx. Maybe a timeout would help the Spartans right now.
I don't think that's a thing in soccer, Jake.
Is it? No timeouts in soccer?
That's the other football.
Football, okay.
I know your dad teaches Spanish, but football Americano is a thing in Spanish.
All right, so you don't get 3 timeouts.
No,
so
you
it's
don't.
More of just you sub them in,
You don't
sub
get.
them out.
Hey, that should count as 3 points. That should count as 3 goals. They just kicked a field goal.
Right.
They should be winning right now.
So it's 3-2.
3-2 lead for the Spartans. Yeah, not really. It's 2-0. And Nico Jung back on the camera.
The big camera guy over here.
He was taking his pregame meal here. He was eating some Fritos. But he's back. He got all hungry.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Fritos satisfies.
Maybe the Spartans are hungry.
And the Spartans' push does not work again as Maine South controls the ball again. And they're going to start. Do you think they'll slow it down, or do you think they'll push again?
The future situations as well. I think that the Hawks are going to continue to push. Oh, and speaking of pushes, that is a behind-the-back push. And there was no call. That was not a flop by Max. I honestly think that that should have been a call.
Absolutely.
But,
And you could see Metzger, he got furious. He was not happy with the no call. But in a 2-0 game with 7 minutes left, I don't believe that should have been a call.
But you know what I was saying. I think that the Hawks will continue to push, maybe try to get a third goal, and then after they get that third goal, they'll tone it back, go down to a 4.
Yeah? You think they're gonna say we don't want to score another one, we're just gonna relax, enjoy the show?
Yeah, they're gonna tone down to a 4. Oh, a good chance, but thank God that that goalie has some good defenders with him.
Under 7 remaining, 6:35, and it's a 2-0 game. The Hawks lead the Spartans here at William Lutz Stadium on a brisk September night.
Ooh, a lot of congestion in front of the net. No one's getting a kickoff. Good clear by Maine South.
There it is again, another good corner by Dang Dang. Another chance to finish. And there's just no hope. There's just no hope for the Spartans to finish right now. As they continue to try, but I don't know. Maybe instead of putting Dang Dang on the corner, you put him in the box and get that big body in there to head the ball in against these tall, big South defenders.
I completely agree. I think that at the varsity level, everyone should be able to take a corner kick. I know Nate Aronson can. I know Metzger can take one. So I think you get Dang Dang in there as well. He's definitely one of the most skilled players on the field. And also get some more defenders in there. I saw Ben Gordon was back, but get them all in there, man. You got 5 minutes 30 seconds to score 2 goals. Come on.
Nico Jong really cheering on the Spartans here. I don't know if you heard him in the background, but
#1 fan.
He was going crazy. If you want to have some entertainment, this Friday, Glenbrook North football game, 7 o'clock here at William Lutz Stadium against Elk Grove. They are 2-0 and are looking to make a push, even though their quarterback, Burke Morley, has suffered a concussion. And Chris Haywood, just report from our cameraman Nico Jung, you've heard of him a lot, is playing quarterback for Burke Morley. So they will test that out, and I believe Jimmy Carfus is going to play. So it'll be Jimmy Carfus and Chris Haywood, most likely in the backfield, if not Ethan Quayle. But, yeah, that should be a good game. That should be a good test. If you're looking for something to do before that, there's a hockey game at the center ice of DuPage, 45 minutes away, against Nico Valley.
Hey, you could get back, and if you miss it, you can watch this on the Cube.
Exactly. You can watch a football game on the Cube, just cover the hockey game.
Yeah.
Show some support for the best program in
heard
school.
Their goalie is very good.
Yeah, I don't know him. Who is it?
Brendan 9.
Oh, yeah?
Very flexible. You should play that on the soccer team.
He's
got all the.
I don't have the leg.
Skills.
I don't have the leg for that.
Ooh, good chance here. Come on, Max. Oh, another weak kick there.
Another scoring opportunity, though.
Embarrassing.
If the Spartans want to take anything positive from this game, it's definitely how many chances they received and how many good opportunities they had. The Maine South Hawks played great defense, but the Spartans offensively created a lot, and they just could not score. And we are under 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so the Spartans, their hopes are diminishing by the second. Wow. That's not the kick you want. That is
It
not the
really
kick
isn't.
you want. And now that's a throw in past the 50-yard line. Ben Gordon needed to elevate that ball, get it in the box, but it's not going to happen. Bully, after playing a full game, just gave up a goal within the last 3 minutes. And I would have said he was the #1 star, but now, I don't know. Maybe their goal scorers are the number one and 2 stars. Maybe he gets the 3rd star because he has really played a phenomenal game up to this point. But there's still 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. If the Spartans really push, they can really tie this game. It took the Spartans 78 minutes to capitalize.
77 minutes, 30 seconds. 34 seconds.
So that needs to change for the Spartans, as they can definitely take something out of this game that benefits them, as they need to work on scoring in practice. I think their passing, their defense, everything is fine, but the capitalization of their chances needs to be better.
Now I think it's time for the Spartans to just not necessarily quit on defense, but bring it down to a 1, because they need a goal here in the late minutes. Wow, there's going to be a very close free kick here for the Spartans. Crowd is going wild.
Under 2 minutes for the Spartans. A very
Number 2, take the goalie's position of first star. Oh, and it's just wide. Missed opportunity, 1:37 left. As you can see, it's only Nate Aronson, Ben Gordon, and Robbie is moving back and forth, more of a midfielder figure here.
Absolutely.
I think that Maine South is just going to keep trying to send the ball.
Absolutely, that's all they have to do. They just have to ice the ball.
Send it, send it, send it.
Send it. Do it for state.
A lot of defensive pressure. Do it for state. 1 minute left.
1 minute, and the Spartans' hopes are diminishing here. And Maine South has a free kick with 49 seconds left. I'd say this game is probably over. Jake, it was a pleasure working with you, man. I had a great time.
Well, like my good friend said one time, it ain't over till it's over. So, it's a Yogi Berra, isn't that?
I believe so.
There's still 30 seconds left. Max Marquez and the rest of the Spartans making a good push. It's out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in. 22 seconds left. Man, my heart is beating.
Very fast. I'm shaking with nerves. And you got 10 seconds remaining for the Spartans.
12 seconds. Oh, and the bicycle kick is not good.
And that will do it. Jake, thank you.
5 seconds left, and the game should be over. Pleasure working with you, Brennan. A great game to watch and announce.
Final score, Spartans 1, Maine South Hawks 2. And that's the game. Join us at the football game Friday night, 7 o'clock here at William Lutz Stadium. We will see you next time.
Have a good one.